Hey everybody, Mr. V here. I wanted to give you a little extra help for our sentence recording and editing project. I think there might be a little confusion out there of how to execute what I'm asking you to do. And, I think we might be able to talk a little bit more about the process of setting up for multiple audio tracks. And I don't think I did a great job of explaining that. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. We know automatically we need 3 original sentences. So instead of waiting and recording all 3, we're going to go ahead and let's get the 3 tracks we need first set up. Setting up is going to save us time in the long run, and it also makes it clear where things are going to go. So I'm going to add a new track, and then I'm going to go ahead and I can duplicate that track. So, we don't really need to constantly add new track. You can also duplicate. I'm going to go right ahead and change the name now. So I'm going to go OS1, as we talked about in our project, what we have to do, OS2, and OS3. So I have all 3 of my initial tracks labeled. I know what they are going to be now. I know what I need to do. So let's go ahead and move on. We had a shortcut for record. I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to type R. So I'm going to hit R and record our first sentence. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would tell you Brussels sprouts are a 4. All right, so I actually can use spacebar to end our recording. I know I said that the other day too. Spacebar will play and end a recording. Let's go ahead and let's listen back to what we have. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would tell you Brussels sprouts are a 4. Now, I want to record my second sentence. So what's going to be important is I'm actually going to want to mute the first sentence. And the way we mute that is we click on M right here on this track. So we're going to mute. So I do not hear the first sentence as I record. I realized this after class that I had not gone over muting with you guys. So again, Mr. V is learning that we need to be a little more explicit in how I explain things to you guys, especially since you're new to doing a lot of this. So now I'm going to record sentence number 2. I moved the playhead all the way back to the beginning, so I'm making sure I'm recording at the same time. And here we go. Common mistake. I did not click on the second one. So I'm going to undo because I had actually recorded over the first track, and I just want to make sure I'm clicked on the right track. Again, everybody, these mistakes happen to all of us. I'm somebody that's recorded 1,000 times, and look, hey, we all make mistakes. Here we go. R for my shortcut. If you asked me my favorite color, I would have to say blue. All right, so there's my second track. I'm going to go ahead and listen to it. If you asked me my favorite color, I would have to say blue. We're going to go ahead and move on to our third track. Before we do that, I want to mute my second one. I want to make sure I click on the third one this time so it actually records. Now I'm recording the third original sentence that I gave to you guys. I'm going to move my playhead back to the beginning and hit R. Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet. So I did leave a little space before and at the end of these tracks. That just makes it a little easier for me when I go to edit, so I can hit mute. Now, I need 3 new sentences that I'm going to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and add track up here. Again, you can just duplicate if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and add track. After that, I'll duplicate because I don't feel like going back up to add track as if like that's difficult. And now, before I go any further, I'm going to label them NS1, NS2, NS3. So we now have our 3 new sentence tracks that we are going to use to come up with our phrases. So this is when we would go back and we would have to find all of the words that we need in our previous original sentences, slice using the S, copy and paste using Control V and Control C, and move them down to our new tracks below. As you work on these new tracks, remember that you can toggle mute on and off, and you're going to want to do that while you switch back and forth between the things you are doing. I hope you guys find this helpful. Remember, if you have any problems, make sure to reach out to me via email. Have a wonderful day, music technology class. I will see you on Friday.